All right, everyone, welcome to the Lonnie and Eric podcast. We are your host. I'm Lonnie Garrity,
And I'm Eric Jefferson.
and today we will be talking about
RV.
2007. All right.
Thought it was 2006.
No, it's 2007. I've been
The Robin Williams film. The Cheryl.
Hines.
I was gonna say Pines. Okay.
David.
David.
The Cheryl David.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember any other guys.
Uh,
Will Arnett, right?
Will Arnett's in it. He plays Todd. All right.
Okay. RV.
So I just wanted to say, for one thing, why we're talking about RV specifically. It's not a comedy classic like Caddyshack or Caddyshack 2 or even Caddyshack 3 for that matter.
Well, it's not like we have a reputation of reviewing classic comedies.
That's fair, but this seems like such an outlier of anything that would be on our radar to the average human being in the world that I just want to say why we're talking about it. Eric and I have this tradition where he comes over to my house and we watch a Robin Williams movie. And one time we tried to watch RV, but we couldn't get through it. So then we tried another time and we did end up getting through it. And then every other time he's come over to my house, we've jokingly suggested watching RV again.
I think the first time we watched it, I think I recommended it. Because,
Really?
Yeah, because I remember seeing part of it before when I was younger in the past. That's how age goes.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it to be good. I just remembered that I saw part of it and I wanted to see the whole thing.
I see.
Okay, so the film starts out with a scene of...
Wait, sorry. I just want to say that this cast of this perfect movie includes such talent as Robin Williams as Bob Monroe, Cheryl Hines as Jamie Monroe, Will Arnett as Todd Malloy, Josh Hutcherson, known for playing PETA in
Mallory.
PETA in the Hunger Games as Carl Monroe, JoJo as Cassie Monroe. You know that's the name of the actress who played Cassie? It's JoJo. It's just JoJo. That's her professional name. She's a musician. I actually checked out her music. It's all right. It's auto-tune heavy R&B.
Really?
Yeah. Jeff Daniels, known for Dumb and Dumber and The Newsroom and other stuff, as Traffic Gornicki and some other people.
I thought it was Travis.
What did I say?
Traffic?
Wait, did I?
You said Travic. So.
Okay, it's Travis. It's not Traffic. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, so the film starts out with a scene of Robin Williams sort of doing a bedtime story sort of thing to his daughter with like sock puppets, and Sylvester Stallone plays the tickle monster.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say about that film, but when I first watched it, and actually the time when we watched it together the last time, I thought that the little girl was like a third child that they had, and she just didn't go on the road trip for some reason.
You didn't think it was the daughter younger?
No, I didn't think it was a time jump for some reason.
That's really good. I wish I could have seen the movie that way. That would have probably made it more interesting.
Well, I mean, it's not like I was constantly thinking about like why she didn't go. I just sort of just forgot about her.
If the movie was read that way the whole time, that would be like in Home Alone, everything but Kevin. So just his family going on their vacation.
Yeah, and I don't even know why I just thought it was the daughter, because in that same scene, Cheryl is also holding another, like a baby, which is obviously supposed to be the son.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that though. So
That's interesting. But you since figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh yeah. So yeah, like you said, the movie starts out with Robin Williams' character Bob Monroe. I'm gonna call them by the character names. Eric is probably not gonna try to do that and just call them by the actors' names. And if it's an actor he doesn't know, he'll say the boy or the kid or the guy.
I'm probably gonna call Will Arnett Brother Solomon.
Oh, we gotta do that one next.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I can't confirm this, but okay, so we all know that Robin Williams was famous for his improv in every movie he was in.
Sure.
I feel like the scene with him reading the bedtime story could have possibly been improv because he just feels so liberated in the voices that he's doing, and it's unlike anything else in the movie except for other scenes where he's obviously doing improv.
Yeah.
And like I was going to say, I can't confirm this. Robin Williams, Cheryl Hines, two improv powerhouses, right? what if they didn't write a script and they were just hoping that these two people could just improv the whole movie?
I think they clearly wrote a script.
Okay, that's
or
fair.
at least a treatment.
That's fair. A treatment. Okay.
I don't know what the word is.
No, that's probably correct.
Okay. All right. So, should we talk about? I'll just say whatever.
Yeah.
The saturation.
No, not yet.
Okay. Screw it. You know what? I'm just gonna say it.
Dude, it doesn't get saturated until like they're outside. We're still inside.
Fine. Whatever. We can just save that for later.
Okay. After the bedtime reading scene, it cuts to a shot where Bob's kids are teenagers, and the first thing that comes out at you is the saturation. Everything is.
Fuck you. God damn it.
I'm sorry. Okay, we can talk about the saturation.
Okay. I just think it's way too high.
Of course.
You know?
Of course. What maniac thinks that that's not enough saturation?
I think they should have done more, actually. Okay, yeah. The color grading.
Yeah.
Makes it feel like a Michael Bay film, you know?
I've never seen a Michael Bay film.
He made Transformers.
I didn't see Transformers.
Okay, well, pretty much all you need to know is that it's saturated and all the characters look sweaty all the time. You know? It's obviously not shot, like the cinematography isn't a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, yeah.
But the color grading definitely is. Especially in the scene with the hose, you know?
Oh, the hose, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, dude, I've got paragraphs on that. Save that for later.
Why do we have to save stuff for later?
Because we're going in order, like, of the scenes of the movie. By the way, I'm looking it up. The director of RV is Barry Sonnenfeld, so not Michael Bay. Is that his name? Michael Bay? What is it?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah. He directed Addams Family Values, the entire Men in Black trilogy, Wild Wild West.
Wait, Michael Bay directed Men?
No, the guy who directed RV.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't think that. No.
Yeah. 9 Lives, which is a family comedy starring Kevin Spacey as a talking cat.
All right, so they pick up JoJo's friend.
Yeah.
Okay, well the next thing I have to say about is when the friend throws the goop.
The goop. What is that? What is that drink?
I thought it kind of looks like shampoo, you know, to me.
So they're drinking shampoo.
Okay, well obviously she wasn't drinking it, but it's in her cup and she threw it at him.
And it has the consistency of shampoo.
Yeah, and I was thinking, you know, they mentioned that he's a germaphobe, and I didn't notice that before watching it this time. I just thought he was sort of grossed out by all those things, but no, he's actually a germaphobe.
I think I missed that.
So,
that he's a germaphobe.
Yeah, anyway, they throw shampoo on him, so theoretically, that's not even the right word to use, but he shouldn't care about that. It's shampoo, it's soap.
He should be happy that he's getting
Yeah,
clean.
exactly.
Also in that scene, not Cheryl, what's her name? Jamie. She faints. You see, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She faints backwards after the shocking thing happens.
That's way too over the top.
That's so over the top, and it just feels like such a cheat for any comedy.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah.
When they threw the stuff on him, it's the beginning of a motif in this film that sort of goes throughout the entire thing. And it's humming.
Oh my god, you're right. Okay, I had a note about the humming, not knowing it was a motif.
Yeah.
I thought, and we'll get there.
No, they do it, and it's pretty much whenever something gross happens.
You're smart. Eric's smart. So the weather in the Great Gatsby can be a motif, right?
The weather?
Yeah, it's like a reoccurring thing that means something.
Sure.
Okay, so like...
Well, no. I meant like musical motif. I thought motif was inherently like a musical concept.
Oh, I thought it was literary. I'm pretty sure it can
That's
be
possible.
Both. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so Bob Monroe takes his family to the corporate luncheon, and for some reason they bring his daughter's friend, which like that's unusual, right? Like,
yeah,
hey, you want to come to my dad's corporate family luncheon with me? Yeah, as a teenage girl, that sounds thrilling. Oh yeah, and there's this one person, he's the CEO. Wait, is it that CEO I can't stand? Yes, I would love to go.
Well, I mean, like if they were probably like, hey, if you want to bring friends, you can, and they're like, okay, well, I guess it's an opportunity to spend time with my friend.
Why didn't the kid bring her friend?
She did.
The boy.
Oh, he doesn't have any.
Also, wait, I love that they made him like a stereotypical older teenager, but he's like 10 years old. Like he's wearing baggy clothes, listening to rap music, and always lifting weights.
I think that's the point.
That's it. I would expect that from like a farce, not a family comedy. Like that's a character that belongs in a cast of other wacky characters. This is just some family with a weird kid.
Well, Lonnie, sometimes people are wacky.
I don't know. That part of the movie kind of takes me out of it a little. Like it's because it's so clearly a character and not a person I'm supposed to relate to and resonate with, which is kind of the point of a family comedy. They're supposed to relate to them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, after that,
I'm not done. Bob's boss, played by Will Arnett, is made to look like a stereotypical snotty business wasp, complete with a sweater wrapped around his neck and an ascot.
Ascot?
An ascot is that thing that really, really fancy people wear under their collar. It's usually red. It goes like that.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. Yeah, like in SpongeBob.
Yeah. Like, he looks so stereotypically snotty. Like, again, another character trait. What the fuck is this? What kind of line is this movie walking? Anyway, the reason she pours goop on him is because he's putting some kind of crap. He's putting soda in the public school lunches, and she says that he's fattening the youth. So that's why she does it to him.
I mean, you don't have to drink the soda. But, I mean, it's an option. Don't you like having options?
Yeah, free will and all that.
Okay, so my next point is about when they're at home talking about vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, but we probably should talk about when he talks to his boss, and he sort of punishes him.
The boss punishes Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the boss says,
You gotta cancel Hawaii.
Really?
After yesterday, I figured that I gotta fire you just to maintain some respect around here. But you're good in a meeting.
Yeah.
And his Bob's rival at the company, Larry, is just as good as Bob and works harder, but he's terrible in meetings.
So they have a pretty big house, and also when they were dropping off the friend, it seemed like she had a pretty big house too.
Yeah.
So they're definitely very well off people.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And Bob even says the line,
We watch TV in 4 separate rooms, and we IM each other when dinner's ready.
they have 4 different rooms in their house, and each one of them is a TV. You know how many rooms I have in my house? 1.5. And one of them's a bathroom.
What's the half?
Everything else, including another bathroom.
Wow.
So I want to say, much like the 1983 National Lampoon's Vacation movie, Bob Monroe's vacation is kicked off, or the idea is kicked off, because he wants to feel more connected with his kids. Now, some may call that kind of stealing from an already more successful vacation movie. What do you think? Like how many reasons are there to go on vacation with your family? Like, do you think that they were put in a corner with this inciting incident, or do you think they had so many things to choose from? The writers.
I don't think they were put in a corner. It just seems like just the go-to reason. I mean, it's not like the thing that they used in National Lampoon was like a thing that no one thinks about.
Well, that's true.
It's kind of a common problem, I guess. People worrying about not spending time with their family. So.
That's true.
Also, another thing I want to say about their house.
Yeah.
Robin's character, he bought the house that has all these rooms and all these TVs in those rooms, right? And then he complains about not spending time with his family. But if they were all in the same room together, they would just be wasting all of the space they have in their house.
That is so true.
So if he wanted to spend time with his family,
Get a
just
smaller
buy
house.
a smaller house. Yeah.
Well, do you want to live in a smaller house?
Well, I mean, for money, mortgage, right? Yeah, I guess it's less money, right? Yeah. So it's improper use of his house.
Okay.
I can't read this handwriting.
In the exposition, it is also revealed that Bob is at risk of losing his job.
Yeah. Another thing.
Yeah.
Why would Robin want to spend time with his family when, whenever he is, he's just insulted and talked down to? Why would he want to do that? Why does he like being insulted?
Good news.
I'm adopted.
Good one.
This is the worst I've ever been treated. Where do you get married?
Thank you.
You will never understand fatherhood until you're put there. They're all you have, man.
That's depressing.
It is depressing.
The
That's
only
why-
thing you
dude,
have.
Dude, that's why you don't become a father.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't become a dad, don't get married, don't get a job, don't even go to school, don't do anything. Be happy.
Okay, so he gets the RV, right? And
Like, not even 10 minutes into the movie, he gets the RV.
I mean, it's called RVs.
I know that, but look, okay, a comedy this long, the first act, which usually has little to no resemblance to the rest of the movie, ends about 20 minutes in. Like in Stripes, for example, the first shot of the army...
You're really using Stripes?
Yeah.
As...
It's a comedy that knows the 3-act system.
Okay.
The first shot of the military base isn't until exactly 20 minutes in. And the movie's about the military. You know what I mean? So I think the fact that they didn't show the RV until 7 minutes in, like jumping out of the gate, tells me that maybe they cut out some stuff. Or they were just rushing through this movie, which is also a possibility.
I didn't get that feeling when I was watching it.
Scenes to you didn't feel like insultingly short?
Now that you mention it, kind of a little bit, but I mean, they even do a thing where like they're sort of surprised about the RVs, so maybe they're trying to like get in the audience's head, you know, that it's happening so quickly.
That's a good point. So his boss thinks that he's sick because Bob lied, so that he can.
And
go
he's
on vacation.
germaphobe, so it really bothers him.
That's a good point. You know, that makes a lot more sense now.
Okay, and then so this is supposed to be like a vacation sort of work hybrid sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right? And for some reason he's hiding that from his family, you know? Like I don't understand that. Like even the laptop, his work laptop, he hides in a pot at the bottom of the RV where he puts all the cooking supplies. Why does he need to hide his laptop, you know? He could just say he's bringing it to play solitaire or something. He's not actually using it for work.
Well, this was 2007. Laptops, if it was carried around by someone, was usually only for business. And I can imagine Jamie doesn't want her husband doing business on a vacation that was supposed to be going to Hawaii anyway. You know, they were supposed to go to Hawaii, but because Bob has a meeting in Colorado, they take the RV from, where are they from? California?
I think it's frickin', what is it, Beverly Hills, right?
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So they go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they're driving in the RV, obviously he turns around, right?
Mm-hmm.
He drives up in one direction, and then he feels the need to turn around and go back in the other direction. And
Wait, like when they're leaving their house?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in that process, he knocks over both of his, like, stone pillars
Yeah.
outside of his house because he's a rich...
Well, I thought it was
guy.
the neighbor stuff.
No, that wasn't it. I'm pretty sure that was his.
Okay, sure. I submit.
Okay, so when they're driving in the RV, the camera's like inside the RV and you can see Robin and Cheryl outside the windows.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide if the outside window part is a green screen or not because it kind of looks real, but at the same time it kind of looks fake. I'm not sure.
I was thinking that as well. There are shots where it looks like he's actually driving, like some highway shots. Look like, yeah, that looks realistic. But because of the saturation, sometimes when the character is standing outside and there's that bright blue sky behind them, I don't know if it's the saturation making the colors so different from each other that it looks awkward, or if they're using a green screen and that's why it looks awkward.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so then obviously in that scene they mess up their brake or whatever. They're like what is it? Handbrake? Right?
Yeah.
And then the shopping cart scene where it rolls into a bunch of shopping carts. It was pretty lucky it was shopping carts and not someone's car.
Or them. Or a person.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously they can tell that something is wrong with the RV. So Robin calls Saul.
Yeah, Robin calls Saul.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks, Saul.
So this is the greatest film of all time.
Fuck off. The thing is, the guy's name isn't Saul.
Irv. Not Saul. I don't know where the hell I got Saul.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Like, just calling someone a thing that's not their name? If it is, like, it's a bad joke, but I'm guilty of having done it many, many times.
Maybe Irv's employee was Saul or something.
Calls Saul. Wait, you should do. I'll cut this out. You should do a YTP where like Saul's on the phone and these Robin's like, "Thanks, Saul."
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that you have rights?
Yeah.
The Constitution says you do, and so do I.
Thanks, Saul.
My real name's Miguel.
I don't know where the hell I got Saul.
Did you know you have rights?
Shut up. Oh, thank you very much, Saul. The name's Jimmy. Oh, I don't know where I got Saul from.
Okay, so and then frickin' the kid, the rap god.
The boy.
Oh,
The boy. His name is fucking...
sure. Jamie.
No, Jamie's the wife. Jamie's the wife. Cassie's the daughter. The son's name is Carl.
Oh yeah, Carl.
Yeah.
Carl. Fucking Karl Marx, right?
Yeah, named after the socialist. Some may say the father of communism.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes to shit, and they have the shot of them looking into the toilet. Right?
Oh my god! Wait, I think I wrote a lot. Can I just take the lead here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I just wanted to say that
yeah.
there was humming in that scene again.
I made a note of that.
Yeah.
So at about 18 minutes 55 seconds in, that's when the saturation becomes more noticeable than any other part in the movie, in my opinion. Yeah. Actually, I just realized maybe it's because they're outside and they're outside and they are using a green screen, and that's why it looks so bright. Maybe it's to adjust for that. At keeping up with that, at 20 minutes 32 seconds in, I think they switched directors and editors. But then when all that's over, they go back to the first one. Bob's son Carl.
Yeah, maybe they like did like the beginning and end. They were like, this isn't enough. We need a shit scene.
That's what we want people to take away from this family comedy. But the thing is, after the shit scene, there's nothing else of that nature. This isn't a gross out movie. Yeah. Like the second grossest thing to that I can think of is when fucking Cassie's eating deer testicles or whatever the fuck. They don't even show the food. They just mention it once.
Well, how about when that 6-year-old compliments Robin's penis?
That's a great line. I love that joke. I love that joke.
I don't.
Oh, why not?
It's a 6-year-old.
You know, yeah, that is disgusting and weird that it's in this family movie.
Like, the director was like, okay, so now you're gonna say...
Robin, why are you going to say, wow, Mr. Monroe, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
And then he's like, thank you.
Hi, Mr. Monroe.
Hi, Billy. I'm just,
Wow, you sure got a nice one.
What?
That's a nice laptop.
You've got a nice one, Mr. Monroe.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bob's son, before the shit show starts, says out loud to his sister and mother,
I gotta take a crap. Time to break in the pooper.
Yeah.
That's verbatim. What the fuck? Was this written by a real kid? Because that's the most realistic thing anyone said.
I didn't think it was... It wasn't out of the ordinary for me.
It just feels so awkward. You're on your phone.
Like the way you said it.
Gotta take a crap. Time to break in the pooper.
You're probably going to say that the next time you're going to...
You're goddamn right I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that is where the fun starts. Carl goes to take a crap and sees that the toilet is backed up. We don't see how it's backed up. We can just see... We know that it is. Next shot is a POV of the crap in the toilet.
Wait, hold on. No, it's not the point of view of the crap.
No, it is the point of view, because they're looking down at the crap.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah. So it's a point of view of the crap of the toilet that shows Bob and Carl spending some father-son time looking at a stranger's crap in the backed-up RV toilet. Which, wouldn't Robin notice that when he bought the RV, that there's crap in it?
Well, like what you do when you rent an RV, you check the toilet.
You would want to look at everything. If you've never bought an RV before, if you're a smart guy, which Bob clearly is, I think he would go into the bathroom and look at it for a second and see that the toilet is in fact backed up. Next shot. Okay, so after they look at the crap in the toilet, the next shot is of the family all together outside looking at a sewage tank which is leaking yellow liquid shit.
Maybe the director's trying to make a connection in the audience's mind.
That the family is shit?
Yeah, that's just
No, like, why would you take... Oh, honey, okay, Carl, I see that the toilet's backed up. I'm gonna take a look at it. Come with me. No, bring your sister. No, I'm gonna bring my wife. You know what? Family time. We're all gonna go outside and look at shit.
No, I think probably he was just gonna take Carl, and then the other two just followed because they were interested or something.
In shit?
They were bored. You know, they were just sitting there. I don't know.
It's lit. What the fuck is this scene? Okay, the background music for this scene has someone humming.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm not even joking, it literally sounds like someone farting. I think it's because it's peaking in the audio.
Oh, and then also the next few scenes take place on a dirt lot with this. It surrounds like
What's a dirt lot?
it's a freaking lot with dirt.
In like a studio?
Yeah, it looks like a sound stage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because it's surrounded by like a mound.
The mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not mountains, just like a dirt mound.
Oh, yo, I see.
Yeah, and then Robin's like, okay, me and Carl, or no, I'm gonna go like empty out the frickin' toilet. God, I can't even speak. I'm gonna empty out the toilet. Does anyone want to come? And only Carl does. And Cheryl and JoJo stay there. They stay. They just sit there in the frickin' picnic table.
Dude, no, they're not having a picnic table. They're just sitting in chairs outside in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And then Bob and Carl in the RV speed off to go drain the shit without them. So he's leaving his daughter and wife in the middle of the desert.
That was their decision.
I know it was their decision. But okay, well,
I just wanted to say that when they speed off, they didn't really speed off, and they go to the frickin' hole in the ground. The set, it looks exactly the same where they just left. Where they arrived, it's pretty much the same place. What if they just drove to like the other side of the lot or something? Because I'm pretty sure it also had like the other RVs sitting around and stuff.
Why would they get
parking
out of
spaces?
their air-conditioned RV to sit in the middle of the desert? Like, why can't you just stay in the RV while he drains the shit? It's not like it affects you.
Cause they'd feel guilty watching him do all that work or something.
That's stupid. I don't think that's the reason.
Okay.
Watching him do all that work. Whatever. Okay, so...
I mean, I guess they're already pretty self-entitled, so...
So, Bob and Carl go to the sewage dumping area, and they can't find the right hose to attach to the poop hole of the RV. Just then, a group of rednecks in their own RV who need to dispose of their own sewage.
Is that an RV?
Well, they're trying to dispose of their own sewage. That's why they go to the hole. And they're like, "You're going to be long?" I don't think there's a shit bag in the truck. I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I don't really know if you call that an RV. It's not really that important, but...
A camper. I think it was a camper.
Yeah, camper.
Okay. Need to dispose of their own sewage, these rednecks, and they show up to assist Bob with the shit hose.
And you got more tube, I think. They called it a tube.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call it a hose because I wrote hose in all my notes.
Yeah.
The hose... What?
There's more humming.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Fucking Jesus.
I'm just going to bring that up every time.
I know, but like... Okay, you brought up the fact that the humming's a motif that's supposed to quote-unquote warn the audience that something gross is going to happen.
I wouldn't say warn. I would just say, like just tell the audience that it's happening.
That's true.
Because it's not like it happens before the bad thing. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Well, now I'm just going to associate humming with shit and farting. Okay. So the hose isn't long enough, so Bob needs to figure out a way to attach one hose to another. The rednecks tell him to use a Y coupling to do the trick, which is a Y-shaped piece of pipe that has 3 holes in it in the shape of a Y.
Well, it's not like they recommended that one specifically.
That's true.
The only one he had. Yeah.
What a terrible RV salesman Saul, a.k.a. Irv, is. Buy this shit-filled RV.
For your life.
For your life. And my face is on it. Yeah. And I don't even give you the correct thing to dispose of this stranger's shit.
Also, my name's actually Saul.
Better call Irv! And then it happens. The shit comes out from the top of the Y coupling. They turn off the hose.
Yeah, no, he yells, turn it off.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Then, for some reason, and I'm not lying, they plan a tailgate in preparation for watching Bob deal with his shit problem, even though the rednecks had to dispose of their own shit to continue their journey. They just completely abandon that plan and decide to start tailgating. And then there's...
What else are they gonna do?
Not tailgate. Why would you... That's disgusting. Is this a comment?
It's entertainment.
For the rednecks?
For anyone that's...
To watch Robin Williams deal with liquid yellow shit?
I would watch.
You did watch.
Yeah, several times.
I know, man. Okay. And then it happens. The shit comes out the top. Okay, yeah.
So, and then after that, they're like, okay, this Y coupling, it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of put two tubes together without a coupling. We're going to use tube pliers. Is that what they called them? Oh, spreaders. They call them spreaders.
And then one of them says a line I like, which is,
"Hey, man, why would they sell you a hose spreader if you couldn't spread the hose? Huh? It's getting old."
Wait, you said game on?
He said game on.
I remember that.
Okay, well, I wrote it down.
So then, the guy with the glasses, he turns it on.
Yeah, redneck number 2.
And it's not working, so he goes inside to flush it. And only then do we realize he didn't actually push the...
Yeah, he didn't push the
thing
lever all the way. So then
So-
redneck at number 1 has to check it out, and then he does it.
Yeah, he does it.
And then it starts working.
No, hold on.
Okay,
We're not done yet.
Okay.
So, it starts working, right? But then a problem happens, and the tube where the two tubes are connected starts swelling,
Yes.
right? So this is before what you're going to talk about. So then, Robin sees that, and his first instinct is to grab the tube, not even where it's swelling, not even stop where it's coming out.
Yeah,
He just grabs it.
I know.
He goes up to it and grabs it. He doesn't say, turn it off. Turn it off!
Yeah.
He goes up to it and grabs it, and doesn't block it. It just sprays on his shirt.
That was so fucking disgusting.
And like, why would you do that? Well, you could easily just say turn it off, because the other guy is still sitting right next to the lever, the lever. I don't know.
It's lever.
Yeah, whatever. And then the guy's like, okay, I'm gonna go get like another tube or something, and he runs away. And then the glasses guy, who no one told to not do what he's doing, he pours in all the water.
Yeah.
And then
we get a beautiful shot of the bright orange shit cascading towards the bright blue sky. If this film were in black and white, I don't know if this would be more or less gross.
I think it'd be probably less.
You'd think so too, but
it wouldn't be brown.
It was orange. Dude, that scene was beautiful. If that was like fire, that would have looked great. But no, it was shit.
And then the humming guy can't even. He's so surprised or something. It's
mesmerized.
Yeah, he's so mesmerized that he can't even hum anymore. He goes, oh. Like he's orgasming. And I mean, the friggin' shit shoots up, you know?
Oh
so, yeah, so it's like a fountain. Yeah. Also, another thing, the music, there's a freaking choir in the background. It's like a church choir. This is a religious
This is insulting everything humanity has ever stood for.
This movie is glorifying getting covered in shit.
Yeah, this was. Oh my god, dude! That was made by someone with a weird fetish.
Yeah,
you can't deny that. Like that's the most normal explanation.
Exactly.
And I also want to say, the fact that this scene is so disgusting, literally shitty, and also the most saturated scene of the whole movie. It looks damn near experimental, but just for this part. And the fact that it looks experimental.
Oh,
yeah, shut up. Experimental to me. I don't want to have my perceptions of cinema challenged by the family comedy where Robin Williams' character gets covered in shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say about the shit?
I'm looking through my notes.
Okay. Because a character is introduced at this point.
Yeah, I'm about there.
And his name is...
Travis?
Garnicki.
Yeah.
Garnicki. I said Garnicki, I think so.
Well, it's Gornicki.
Yeah.
Played by Jeff the Newsroom Daniels.
Is that his nickname?
No.
Okay.
Jeff. Imagine your nickname is the Newsroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do they call you the Newsroom? I'm a big fan of that one show. West Wing. Okay.
Okay, so then he hoses him off.
Yeah.
right? And Robin's like, he's weirdly laughing.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
Well, the water tickles him. After Travis hoses off Bob, you know who walks into the scene? Cassie, the daughter left in the desert with her mother. Now, she didn't have a car, so walking this far, even if it was like a mile, because, she was nowhere in shot, and I'm pretty sure we got all around the RV, with the tailgating and everything. So I'm willing to bet she was a mile further away. She's in the desert, and she doesn't know where this place is off the top of her head. Now, you could say that she had a map, and she found her way that way, but she looks pristine, right? She's not sweaty, she's not tired at all, and she just walked over a mile, probably. So and where did she come from? How did she know where her father was?
I think your whole point is invalidated.
Why?
Because of what I said earlier, I'm pretty sure he just drove to a different part of the lot, because it looks like the same set.
If you're in the desert, and you walk even to the other side of a campground, you're going to be sweaty.
I think she looked sweaty.
She didn't look sweaty. She looked just the same as she did in the air-conditioned...
Yeah, they always look sweaty.
Oh, you mean because of the saturation?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fuck you.
Okay, cool.
So Travis invites the Monroes over for family.
Hold on.
What the fuck?
We get this thing established when Robin's talking to Travis that he clearly doesn't like him or likes being around him.
Yeah.
And it's kind of confusing because, they're so nice. Like, he cleans him off.
Yeah.
He offers his family food, and he turns it down. He turns having
free food down.
Yeah, and also they have this weird thing. No, not weird. It's not weird. It's just stupid because, it's unnecessary. His daughter comes over, the Monroe daughter, Jojo.
Cassie.
He comes over.
You didn't even know that was her name until I told you.
Yeah, and then they do it's memorable.
Okay, fair.
And then they do a close up of Jeff's son. So they're doing like this. I don't really know what to call it because it's not a love triangle. It's just him and her. A love situation. I don't know. It's just unnecessary. It's stupid, I think.
Well, yeah. In most comedies, any love subplot, which is the subplot of most comedies, is probably unnecessary.
Especially with the they always have it with like a 15-year-old girl
and a 15-year-old guy.
Yeah, but still.
Unless it's Manhattan, where it's a 40-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, or Jerry Seinfeld.
That was just real life. Funny thing, I like. We catch the tail. So they reluctantly go to dinner, with the fucking Gornickes.
Yeah.
And one thing I like, we catch the tail end of a conversation, of a story. You know how they do that in a lot of things. Like, the scene starts, and some guy's like, so then I said to her, I barely know her. And then everyone at the table laughs.
Anyways, I said to the three-humped camel, I barely know her.
I like this one, where it's a story of how Travis met his wife. He says,
as I'm going up, I got blood pouring out of my eyes. I looked up, I said, "Who is that lovely?"
And then his wife says...
Next day we were married in Juarez.
So they met each other once. He got into a situation where he's throwing up and has blood pouring out of his eyes. And then the next day he marries the person. What the fuck? Okay, I love it. Some lines are pretty cool. And then she says...
9 months later, out popped Earl.
But I love the fact... No. She makes the sound.
Yeah.
It pops out. So he gets almost killed and dies. He marries the woman, got him into that situation. 9 months later, and then they fuck that night.
Yeah. And then they have the same sort of the love moment with Carl and Moon.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, they named her Moon, and Robin insults him. He's like,
it's kind of a
hippie name, yeah. And then he says that he named his son after communism.
My son Carl, named after Karl Marx. Socialist, some would say the father of modern communism.
And hold on. Oh, and he calls Travis's wife a hooker, pretty much.
Mary Jo makes a living. I mean, she earns $60,000 a year without ever leaving that bus.
Really? Hooking?
Funny.
No, he asks her what she does for a living, and he says hooking.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know, hooking. I just assumed.
So, they're still at dinner, and at dinner, Cassie, a vegetarian teenager type, gets served a dish she is led to believe has no meat. She soon finds out it's, quote, all organs.
I don't even know who that guy was.
That wasn't even...
We never even see him again.
Yeah, a stranger just walked up to Bob's daughter and gave her all organs. Yeah, so after dinner, the Gornickys sing their family theme song.
Yeah.
You ever met a family like that? I've never met a family like that in real life.
I mean, it's just supposed to be the sort of dynamic where, like, we have, like, the main character family who's, like, imperfect, that's what I'll say. Yeah. And then they contrast that with the perfect family, like, you know, the Simpsons and the Flanders.
Oh, fair. I was going to say the Turners and Dinkelbergs.
Yeah.
So after the theme song, the Gornickys invite them to have breakfast with them the next morning, but Jamie says that they're early risers, so they can't.
Yeah. And then she says, like, where they're heading.
Yeah.
Where are y'all headed?
Away. Mount Watson in Colorado.
So they say that they're early risers, so they can't have breakfast with them, and then Travis says, "Us too. How's 6 a.m. sound?" And then because of that, the Monroes now have to get up at 5:30 in order to get to Colorado and drive off the lot before the fucking Gornickys wake up.
Yeah, like, don't you want free freaking food? Like, what?
They're. I almost said they're New Yorkers, but like they're not, so it doesn't make sense.
I mean, like even when they were talking about taking the vacation, like when they were at their house. Cheryl was like,
"Honey, try to remember we're not friendly."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, why would you admit that?
And then even Cassie says later,
"What do they like about us? We're not even that appealing."
Yeah.
I think that the best shot in the whole movie is at 40 minutes and 4 seconds in, which is where we're about in this discussion, when we see a long shot of a beautiful, unsaturated sky and natural-looking grass along the side of an empty highway. So the Monroes make a pit stop at a gas station so Bob can secretly work on his presentation in secret in the bathroom. But when Bob's there, the RV starts rolling away.
Because also the automatic umbrella in the RV got torn off when they were driving out of the lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, that's good. That'll come back up. So while Bob's in the bathroom, the RV starts rolling away. Luckily, the Gornickys conveniently caught up with them, and Travis puts that yellow stoppy thing on the tire.
Yeah. And they don't thank them. They're like,
"So, you folks want to join us for breakfast?"
And then they just... No, hold on. Because first, his laptop gets stolen, you know?
Yeah, by the hitchhiker.
He's hiding it, and then the hitchhiker steals it. And the guy's like, "Okay, breakfast?" And they're like, yeah, great. And then Cheryl's like...
We're ditching them?
Absolutely.
They both, like, just simultaneously agree that they should ditch them. But I don't understand. Like, why...
In their own vehicles, the Gornickys and the Monroes go to Utah. On their way, the Gornickys pick up the hitchhiker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
they start singing songs.
Yeah, because the hitchhiker has a guitar, they start singing songs together. But while the hitchhiker's playing the guitar, Billy, the youngest Gornicky kid, who saw Robin Williams with the laptop, sees that it's in the hitchhiker's bag. Yeah, he sees that Bob's penis is in the hitchhiker's bag. And then the next shot is the hitchhiker getting thrown out.
Yeah.
Raccoon in the oven. Anything to drive the plot somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think a lot of these scenes are just, like, ideas that I don't even know how many writers...
What if this happened?
Yeah, it's like, because, you know, like, the thing where, like, everyone's listening to music.
Oh, yeah, that was so...
Yeah, that was, like, sort of like a variety sort of thing.
That feels like something that would be in a family comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. When I watched this with you for the first time in complete, I think I said something like, this feels like it's made for fathers who have taken their kids on a road trip, not necessarily the whole family, because I'm sure that a father has been in that situation on a road trip where everyone's doing their own thing, but because they're all doing their own thing in the same confined space, it in some way feels like family bonding.
Yeah, it definitely takes the perspective of the father. Well, I guess actually a lot of pretty much all family comedies take perspective of the father, so...
Do they?
It seems like it. I don't know.
I think you're right. I can't think of one where it doesn't.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it gets... Huh.
Yeah, so...
You talk while I think of one.
I thought it was kind of funny how they get the stink bomb, right? And he pays, like, what, $750 for it? I think he mentioned that.
Yeah, yeah.
And he throws it into his RV, and then the raccoons come out. So oh, wait, we have the scene where he's fighting the raccoons before that with the umbrella, and the umbrella rips, and they have all those sound effects of, like, him fighting the raccoons.
Yeah. I'm opening the...
Oh my God! There's more than one!
So anyway, they throw the stink bomb into his RV, and Cheryl's like, well, how long is this going to go on for? And he's like, 6 hours.
Yeah, they have to wait for 6 hours. And then it cuts to them in the rain.
In the rain with frickin', what was it, ponchos. Yeah, ponchos.
Where'd they get the ponchos?
I don't know.
Like, surely they didn't go into the toxic RV to get the ponchos.
No, I thought you said, why do they call them ponchos?
Where did they get them?
No, he said he bought them.
From fucking where?
$70. Oh, the same guy we got the stink bomb from.
Oh.
At the gas station.
You know,
He mentioned there was a gas station.
Go on.
Okay, so then he gets his laptop stolen, right? It's already stolen, so he's like, well, fuck it. I guess I'll just rewrite the presentation on my phone. So he does that, and then he tries to send it.
Yeah.
And eventually it works, I guess. Or wait, no, that's after it stops raining.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay.
That feels like way later in the movie.
Yeah, you want to just... did you have anything to say before that?
Well, going back to the raccoon scene, in a part that feels kind of improv, Robin Williams says the word C-O-O-N.
Come on, Blue. There's coons in there. Come on, boy.
Bob.
He said that, and they got it on film, and they released it.
I mean...
I know he's referring to raccoons, but, like, use your better judgment. Can't you get... Dude, this guy is an improv king. You can't get another scene where he doesn't use a slur? Or make him say raccoon?
Or just, like, you get a voice clip of him saying rat.
Dude, if you think I'm, like, if I misheard it, go to
No, you're right.
47 minutes until I'm talking to the viewer. Notice how I said viewer and not viewers. Go to...
Me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, hey, Eric. Go to 47 minutes and 28 seconds in. He definitely said the... I almost said the C word, but, you know, C-O-O-N. All right. My notes end there.
No freaking way. They don't end there.
They end there. Halfway into the movie, they end there. I can talk to you, but the notes end there.
Okay, well, I have about... I got, like, 3 more pages.
All right, take it away.
I mean, I write pretty big, so... And also, I can't read it.
Go on, just read it.
Look, the rest of this podcast is just gonna be, like... Alright, so... I'm not gonna skip around, but I'm just going to keep skipping ahead. There's a lot of scenes I didn't talk about. I mean, I could just write down that it happened, but if I write down that it happened, then, like, what is that? It's not commentary.
Yeah,
it's just me saying it happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so then they have the Gornickes. They have the laptop, and they're trying to give it back. And they have that one scene where what's her face, Cheryl? No,
Jamie?
Yeah, no, not Jamie.
The mom Gornicke?
Jeff's Jeff's wife.
Yeah.
She's hanging out the passenger window, holding the laptop.
Yeah.
And like they don't even look over at that. Like surely they would at least see that in the corner of their eye. I mean, like I know they're really trying hard to like not like communicate with them or like avoid them. But,
they pretend to talk to each other.
How would you not?
Yeah, because like Bob is in the passenger seat looking at Cheryl driving.
Yeah.
And when looking at her, he can clearly see. Or and it's a big laptop. Like, wouldn't you see the stickers?
And it's his laptop.
And it's his.
Like, why would you try so hard to give back his laptop? You know, like, oh, we're just good people. You know. Yeah,
just take the damn laptop.
Or at least you were a good person when you fell out the window and died.
Oh, wait, you forgot paint guns.
Yeah.
What were they going to do with those paint guns?
Get their attention. That's what
they shoot it at the van?
Yeah.
Kids, grab your paint guns. Honey, pull ahead. We'll put one across their bow.
Yeah.
How is it? They're going to think they're under attack.
I mean, I don't know if it breaks the glass, but I'm assuming it doesn't.
Okay, here's the thing. You can tell, anyone can tell that van is a rental. Because of the fucking guy on the side.
Yeah. Oh.
And if you spray paint, if you shoot paintballs at their van, not only are you going to get paint on it, you're probably going to dent it too. That's not a good thing to do. That doesn't make you a good person.
So this movie, They have the scene where they're at the lake.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking.
The further you get from the microphone, they can't hear you.
I know.
Maybe that's your intention.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. So Robin pretends to have diarrhea. So they go on a hike.
Yeah.
And he takes the RV to a meeting where he proves that he's actually really great and everything.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I gotta get the RV back. Yeah. He drives the RV all the way back.
Yeah.
But he actually doesn't drive it all the way back because he gets into traffic.
Yeah.
And he needs to get back there because he needs to be back there before Cheryl and the rest of his family get back, so they think that he didn't actually leave.
Yeah.
So he talks to the sheriff, the policeman, and the policeman's like, well, you either have to go down this highway, which is blocked and it's going to be freaking forever, or you can take Diablo Pass, but you're probably not going to be able to because you're in a freaking RV. So he's like, well, I'll just take Diablo Pass, even though he didn't say that. He was just doing that in his head.
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes Diablo Pass, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Diablo Pass sequence was actually pretty good.
I agree.
Probably the best part of the film, in my opinion.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's driving down this really narrow road.
Yeah, in the RV.
You know, and there's no guardrail either. There's no guardrail, and it's a freaking RV. And he goes up to this one part of the hill. And he just keeps pressing on the gas, and eventually he's like hanging. He's like the middle of the RV is like a fulcrum. Is that the right word?
Fulcrum?
Yeah, fulcrum.
I think so.
Yeah. So he needs to swing the RV back and forth.
That's right.
I don't even know why he does that. He's like, okay, well, if I swing it back and forth, it's probably gonna roll down the hill.
Yeah.
So into all the trees and not on the road anymore.
Yeah.
So what he does is he gets out of the RV, climbs to the front, hangs onto the windshield wipers, and he sort of just moves the RV back and forth, right? So that's his plan. And when he eventually gets it off of the fulcrum, he's now rolling down the hill, hanging onto the front of the RV. Like, what did he think was going to happen? Like, no, I'm just going to jump off, and then the RV will be on top of me, and then I'll die. So then, you know, he's so lucky he doesn't hit anything, even though he's driving exactly straight. Well, I mean, he does hit some stuff, but nothing that actually stops the RV or kills him.
Yeah.
So he finally gets, coincidentally to the place where he parked.
Yeah.
And he goes through all these trees, and he sort of like flies off the windshield and onto the ground, and then he lays under the RV so it rolls over him, and then stops like right next to him. And then Cheryl like sees him and he's like, well, what are you doing laying on the ground? He's like, I just wanted some fresh air.
Yeah.
So then they have the scene with the sentimental scene next to the lake. And the kids are like, after their hike, which they actually enjoyed because Robin wasn't there. I wonder if that's a coincidence. They're like, this was actually a cool vacation. We're enjoying it. You know what? This is actually
better than Hawaii.
Yeah, better than Hawaii.
Their words. Not exactly. I didn't write it down, but they said it's better than Hawaii.
Yeah.
And he's really happy about it. And it's like, it's all great and stuff. And then, I mean, I actually noticed this earlier because they didn't put the brake blocks on the RV when it stopped rolling, down the hill. I mean, I'm guessing Cheryl just assumed they were already there because when he was actually starting to drive the RV to his meeting, he actually removed them. But he didn't put them back. So then the RV, it rolls into the lake.
Yes.
And he tries to save it, but Cheryl stops him, or sort of stops him from doing that. I don't know. Okay, and it just goes down there. And then they start arguing and stuff because, they're angry. Robin says, well, great, how am I supposed to get to my meeting now? Just out of nowhere. And then Cheryl's like, well, hold on, meeting? I thought this was a vacation. Why does he bring that up? Like, he's like, oops, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, no. Peace. So then they get really angry at him for doing that. But I'm confused because it doesn't even matter that he made them go to Colorado instead of Hawaii for work, because they just said that it was better than Hawaii. Yeah. So I don't know. So he just explains that he just wants to do his job so they can keep up their lifestyles. And you know what? I agree with that. But they're still mad at him.
Wait. You agree with that?
No, I agree that, like, I'm on his side. I don't know why they're mad at him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
But they're still mad at him for some reason. Don't they realize that, like, you know, he's going to get fired? You know? Like,
yeah, I thought that too.
They're going to be, I mean, probably not homeless because...
They're not going to be...
Yeah, he'll get back on his feet
yeah.
and stuff. He'll get
on his wheels.
Yeah. And then, you know, so they're really angry at him. And he's like, well, screw it. I'm still going to go to the meeting, but I'm going to take my bike. And Cheryl's like, well, why do you have that weird bike? And then Robin's like, because my hips aren't aligned.
Are you happy now the kids know that their old man's a freak?
I don't know why they needed to include that. Maybe they just thought it was funny that he had, like, a bike that sort of looked like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So he walks into the lake, you know, it's completely submerged for multiple seconds.
Yeah.
And then you see him coming out with a helmet and stuff on the bike. He's riding the bike out of the lake. He's not pushing it. He's actually riding. Apparently that works. Like going through water and stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that would, but apparently it does. And he just rides through the woods towards his frickin' meeting. So he's riding his bike and he's like,
I'll lose my job. Hope the kids like selling fruit on the freeway.
Why would you sell fruit on the
I know, yeah.
on the freeway? Who's gonna stop? So he's riding his bike to the meeting. Meanwhile, Cheryl and the kids are just sort of walking on the side of the road to God knows where.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, the story of this film, they're approached by the Gornicke van, you know?
Yeah.
And they are picked up by the Gornickes. And for some reason, you know, they interact with them. And this time, after this interaction, they finally start liking the Gornickes for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, what's different? I'll tell you what's different. Robin isn't here this time. So he's a buzzkill. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they just start liking him. And then Robin, you know, he's riding his bike. And he sees the Gornicke van. And he sees, like, Cheryl, like, playing catch with, like, their kids or something. And he's like, Jamie! And she can't hear him. So he rides his bike down the hill again. And the van starts driving. And somehow his bike catches up to the van. And he grabs onto the freaking ladder. And, you know, the bike just falls. And it's probably broken. And then he climbs up to the window. And then he's like, Jamie!
Bob?
And then they have this, you know, another argument about, like, and originally I was on Robin's side, but I think what Cheryl was trying to say was that he was right to try to, like, make the vacation fun, but he shouldn't, like, be sort of dealing with his problems by himself. And I agree with that, but I still think that, I don't know what I still think. And then, coincidentally...
Yeah?
You mean more to me than just a paycheck.
That's good, because we won't be getting one for a while. I missed that meeting.
No, you didn't. Come on, Bob. Come here.
They're just outside of the place where he's supposed to go, just right outside, like where they stopped, where Robin fell off of the RV. They're just right outside. So he doesn't walk in, actually. He's approached by his boss, Will Arnett.
Todd.
Yeah. Alpine Beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not his boss's name. That's yeah. That's the place. And he talks about, like, how crappy his outfit is. and he does the meeting.
Yeah.
And
Meeting.
you know, he does. Did you have anything to say about that?
You got it.
Because I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to say that, you know, they do the obvious thing where he's like, I'm gonna go against my boss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show character development.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say right in front of my boss that he's a bad person and his company's bad.
Yeah.
And the boss is like, you're fired. And then he's like, no, Mr. Boss, Mr. President, I quit.
Exactly.
Yeah. They do that sort of thing where he's like, oh man, I'm powerful. I stood up to my boss. I'm I'm having a great day.
Are you? Are you, Rob?
Even though I'm, you know, covered in
lost your
dirt.
job?
You know, usually when characters have that moment, they're always like covered in dirt or like disheveled or something. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then I'm not sure if this is a callback, but they sort of do the thing where, you know, the planes, trains, and automobiles thing, where they're driving the RV somehow. It gets fished out of the lake.
Yeah, I don't
know. They're driving the RV. They get pulled over by the cop, right? Like the planes, trains, and automobiles thing, where after it got caught on fire.
Yeah.
And then Robin goes to get his license and registration, and it's all, you know, messed up, just like planes, trains, and automobiles, except it's not cooked.
Well, no, that was a credit card.
Oh yeah, Diners Club. Well, actually, I was gonna say that it wasn't even his license and registration; it was his rental agreement.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he found his license and registration, but you know, water pours on him, so that's kind of funny. And then it turns out it wasn't even an actual cop, and it definitely wasn't Charles McGill. Apparently, Alpine Beverages just has a guy that looks like a cop that works for them, or something. And you know, he gets out of the RV, and the Alpine Beverages guy are like, "Oh, great, you found him." And then they offer him a job, and that's all great, happy ending and stuff. And then the RV doesn't have the brake blocks, and it drives over the cop car and the frickin' the brothers Alpine car. And there you go. That's the end, except it's not the end. Because of course we had to end with a musical number. Like these Route 66, obviously they're singing and dancing and stuff. Yeah, so that's the film. The greatest scene, my opinion, was, as previously mentioned,
Diablo Pass.
The Diablo Pass. I wouldn't. Yeah. What was your favorite scene or part or joke?
Wait, scene, part, or joke?
Yeah, just your favorite thing about.
Okay,
this.
well, the Diablo Pass scene is definitely the most interesting because it looks like it took a while and a lot of effort was put into it, more than anything else in the film besides the shit. My favorite part of the movie. Look, I know it's disgusting, but that shit. I'm serious. That shit scene really stands out.
Yeah.
That if that scene wasn't in this, I would not wanted to have covered this on the podcast.
Definitely, I agree. I would say that actually I'm gonna sort of revise my opinion there.
Okay.
My unironic favorite is the Diablo Pass thing. My ironic favorite is the shit scene.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely a lot more iconic. It's definitely a lot more memorable.
Yeah, that's what anyone's gonna take away from this movie.
Even though
Yeah.
The Diablo Pass scene looked like it was so much harder to pull off.
Yeah.
I don't really know how they shot shit that far up in the sky, but I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. I mean, especially compared to like.
If I had to guess, miniatures.
Maybe. Especially compared to like this thing where like, okay, Robin,
you have to die, and if you live, great.
Yeah, we want you to like drive down like a thing for that's a goddamn a road with like no freaking barriers or something, and also hang on the front of the RV. And we'll see if you die, and that definitely wasn't a green screen.
And if you live, we'll write a big dance number for everyone to celebrate.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna record that first, just in case you die. Okay. Do you have anything else to say? Maybe a score, or anything before the score?
No. Okay, score time.
All right.
You go. Oh wait, sorry. I want to say, if you haven't been doing this, you can specify how you do it. When I give my scores, this is Lonnie speaking, I'm doing it based off how entertained I was by it, not the overall like quality of the movie.
Yeah.
Is that how you do yours? Because, like, Caddyshack, I gave Caddyshack a 9 out of 10, I think. Maybe an 8.
No, you gave it an 8, I gave it a 9.
Okay, I gave Caddyshack an 8 out of 10. That means I was 80% entertained by it. And the other 20% was the things that took me out of it or had me confused.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think I probably do like a mixture of that. Probably mostly entertainment, but I still think there's a little bit of quality, just general quality in there. Mm-hmm. Should I go first? I think you went first last time. I should probably go first this time. Give it a. Can we do fractions?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean half.
Maybe. Should we just stick with the integers?
Okay, you can do a fraction.
Okay. Let's see. 4.5 out of 10, probably.
That's your fraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine. 4.5. There you go. 4.5.
That's the same number.
It's not okay. Well, I thought you were like.
I
thought you were breaking my balls because it was a decimal. Or
dude,
something.
I thought when you said fractions, I thought you were gonna say something like 9 3/8. I swear. That's what I thought you were asking.
Okay.
Sorry. What number did you say? 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. I mean, I might change it based off yours. You might just convince me based off your number.
Well,
I don't know.
The Diablo Pass scene, I think, really amps up the entertainment value of the movie, but it's so far into the movie, and I think a lot of people, myself included, would get turned off by all the quote-unquote more boring stuff that happens before it.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, I'm going to give it... I was originally going to say 3.5 out of 10. No, I'm going to stick with that. 3.5 out of 10. Shitty score. It's kind of shitty movie. Literally shitty movie.
You know, I think I'd actually probably change my score.
Yeah?
Based off of yours. And also based off what you said, like, because it is pretty boring.
Wait.
Maybe...
Oh, sorry.
3 out of 10.
Straight 3.
I'm going to stick with integers. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to do fractions. Or freaking decimals or whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
I'd give it a 3.0.
Okay, then wait. If I had to make mine not a fraction integer, I would bump it up to a 4.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's crazy how we went back. Like, you had the higher score, but now you have the lower score.
Yeah.
Now I want to do something that maybe we could incorporate into all of these podcasts going forward. I want to talk about...
You want to end with a musical number?
Yeah, I want to... I want to talk about specific performances that stood out.
Okay.
I think, to me, the performance that stood out the most was Jeff Daniels' Travis Gornicki. Because he was playing someone that wasn't himself.
Yeah.
And I felt like Robin Williams was just kind of playing a really, really toned-down Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And, underacting can sometimes be good. But in a comedy, it's better to kind of give it your all. And I think Jeff Daniels, I don't know if he gave it his all, but he gave it a pretty good amount for this movie. You can feel his cheeriness. It feels like this is like a cool relative or like a cool buddy, his character. And, I don't know, I like it. What do you think?
No, I like him too. I like how he thought that he got ditched, and then when his freaking wife...
Whose wife?
Jeff's wife talks about how his laptop got stolen.
Yeah.
He said something about his chagrin.
I'm filled with chagrin.
I don't know.
Chagrin.
Yeah. I've lost my chagrin.
My second favorite performance, I know I gave him shit for being a character in a film full of people. Carl. Yeah.
Carl, really?
Well, mostly for his delivery of the most ridiculous lines. Like,
I gotta take a crap. Time to break in the pooper.
So, any last thoughts?
Well, we already did the score.
Yeah, so I guess thank you for watching, listening, everybody. This has been the Lonnie and Eric podcast. We love you.
It's an RV. We're taking it on vacation.
To Hawaii.
No, it doesn't float.
Turn it on!